Welcome to today's Sports Live.
Oh, we're live here. Okay.
It's our first hockey show.
We're talking college football today.
Edition of Baseball Today.
Football Today back here.
Welcome back to basketball today.
Got the double box. Bring it on, baby.
This is giving me Russell Westbrook vibes.
I'm too strong. I'm just too strong.
Well, there goes the encyclopedia.
Him and Rihanna would create like a mega mind type.
We
That's
put
really
this
good.
decision on a coin flip, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Ginzer City. Ginzer City.
More
We
perfect that we
all
brought
have
that today.
computers in front of us.
All right, and that is why we skip hooping.
Yeah.
The spitting image of Cooper Cup.
Ricky Patalco about to lose his mind.
Kadarius Toney, Ni Hao, you better start learning Chinese.
We got two Rangers fans here, so
No.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Today's Sports. It's a great Wednesday. I am here with Chris, Patrick, and Hannah. We're about to be talking some sports. Guys, we came off of an awful weekend. Penn State sadly lost to Ohio State. Don't even want to talk about it.
I'm left
but-
disappointed again.
All right, Patrick, come on.
I
Let's
mean,
hear
what else is there? What is there to say? It was a bad weekend for Penn State. The offense was terrible. I hate to say it. I've been saying it all year that Drew is not that guy this year. Maybe he is next year, but he's not that guy this year. People have been saying I was wrong. He performed terribly. Mike Yurcich's play calling was bad. Defense was great.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Let's call a spade a spade. The defense was good. Ohio State's offense was just better. There was two great defenses and one bad offense.
Yeah, I feel like they obviously executed way more than us. How do you feel about it?
We just could not get anything going offensively. Our best offensive play was when we punted and it hit off of an Ohio State player, and we got yards from that. So that was really it. I mean, we couldn't. The run game, we barely used it, and then it was too late. And offensively, we just had no separation, and Drew just looked a little just had no options, but he didn't play great either.
We threw the ball 42 times with 18 completions, and we ran the ball like 20 times.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
running game was working.
Well,
Yeah,
let's hear it.
I mean, that was the saddest Saturday I've had in a very long time, and I've had some pretty bad ones. It was just a rough game, and I'm gonna say I was on the Drew Aller train. I just think this isn't his year. I think he's good, but he's young. I think he gets a little fussy still, and you can't get fussy in situations like this, and he did. And just not once again the offense bad, defense love them. That's all. I
Yeah,
have to
and
say.
he also, I mean, he was very visibly upset after the game. I don't know if any of you
Yeah.
saw that video. Man, he was crying. He was shaking up like. how
It
do you
doesn't.
guys-
It doesn't absolve him of blame.
so he's a hater.
that's his
so-
first,
I'm not a hater. I just leave my bias at the door when I come in this room and call
Alright,
it
But
like
if
it
you
is.
think
Alright,
about it,
alright.
that's his first real away game. Like
Against a
Illinois,
good team.
Yeah,
Illinois doesn't
Yeah.
count. You know,
No.
like that's
Yeah.
why in the Penn
Northwestern,
State Library. But like Ohio State's a real, actual loud stadium. It's his first real away game. So I think growing pains. I think next year they'll be better. But
I hope.
yeah,
I
they
know,
have
but
to
that's
be.
what we always say.
I know.
Next year's our year.
I feel
This
like
year's
that
our
girlfriend
year.
going there too. I feel like there got to be a little extra pressure there.
Some
and
Some
everything.
from Ohio.
Yeah.
NHL Ohio.
State.
He's a double agent. Is that what we're?
I mean,
I'm
Is that
not
what we're calling it?
I'm not going to suggest that, but
I love you, Drew. I'm sorry.
So he loves Drew now, but now this weekend we got Indiana. But I think that we don't have to worry about Indiana. I think that we
No.
should be worried about Michigan. This game is so important. If we do not win this game, nothing. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Come on, how do you
I
guys
mean,
feel about that?
I want to say Penn State's going to win it, and I think we have a better defense than they do. I think Ohio State has a better defense than Michigan, but their offense is still that good. Their running game is still that good. Of course, I don't think J.J. McCarthy is that great of a quarterback, but he's been playing well this season. And that was a deflating loss that we had this past weekend where I don't have a lot of hope going into that game.
Agreed.
mhm.
You have anything?
Yeah, I think just I want to say we're going to win, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think players are very good at taking responsibility in these games. I mean, like you said, Drew Aller, I think he was just like, I sucked.
Yeah.
I think, and I'm not usually a coach hater, but James Franklin needs to take responsibility and be like, we need to change things rather than being like, what was a good team? Okay, well, you have to be able to beat good teams.
Yeah.
And I think that mindset kind of needs to like do a little switch.
Yeah.
I mentally checked out after that Ohio State game. It was a tough one. I was kind of done. Like that was our chance, and I
Yeah.
think we're gonna have to wait again until next year. I don't know. Michigan's a big team. We need to be able to win the big game, but I don't know. I don't know. Penn State's changed this, and they haven't proven that they can win a big game yet.
Well, Michigan, let's talk about this stealing scandal with the signs. I mean, first of all, what do you think?
I mean, they're going to be penalized for it. They're probably going to get some
Yeah.
wins taken away from them, and Jim Harbaugh's going to get suspended. But let's be honest, he's going to the NFL next year. I think we've been calling that all year.
Yeah.
And they might be kicked out of the college football playoff race, but that's the most that's going to happen to them.
When I saw it on an Instagram post, actually, it was like ESPN, and I was just like, what the heck? I mean, how embarrassing is that, honestly? Like, truly.
Well, guess what? Last year, they could beat Ohio State, sure, but when they go against TCU, which they weren't preparing for, they got smoked. So maybe they needed the play calls, and I think, they just got exposed, I think.
But how much signage can you steal on a defensive team? Because that loss to TCU was defensive.
Shout out Steve Jones. Steve Jones is talking about, just like the advantage that having like the plays could have. And I think Michigan has a huge advantage, and now let's see if they're actually still good. But the NCAA,
they're still good.
Yeah, but you guys,
news break for you. They're still very good.
They're probably not going to be able to play for the Big Ten championship or something. Like they're definitely getting a huge punishment because I think a lot of teams like that just can't fly.
Well, what do you think they're going to do with him as coach?
I always like to see a Harbaugh lose. As a Pittsburgh girl, hate the Ravens, hate Michigan just as much. So I'd like to see something go wrong with him. I think everybody needs a little humbling at some point in their lives, and I think it's his time, maybe.
I think Harbaugh was always an NFL coach. I think he probably gets suspended again, which he already was this season. So the NCAA is definitely not happy with Jim right now.
True.
But he was always an NFL coach. I mean, he's been at Michigan for 10 years now. Was waiting for a time when the team was good for him to get a contract in the NFL. So I think that's what's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like if you start the year suspended and then you end suspended as well, that's not a good sign. Take it to the pros.
It's just embarrassing.
I mean, just go back to the NFL and just coach some team that's trying to do rebuild, and then we could just make fun of them there and have them get suspended for something else because you can't.
Well, it's legal. It's legal to do what he did in the NFL.
No, he'll find a way though.
Yeah, he'll find
a way to do something.
Find a way to buy someone a cheeseburger. That's
maybe
illegal.
use the NFL rules. That's why he got caught in college. Like twice he did things he can't do.
All right, so enough talking about Big Ten. So now we got really big headlines. So we have Oregon versus Utah and Duke versus Louisville. What do you guys think? What do you think it's going to have? Do you have any locks in for these games, or what do you think, Patrick?
I love Utah. I mean, Oregon's a great team. They didn't play that great this weekend, but they're an offensive juggernaut, just like everyone else in the Big 12 is. And Utah's a fantastic defensive team. They probably have the best defense. Yeah. Maybe Oregon State, maybe UCLA in the Pac-12 right now. So I'm gonna say Utah, but I think it's very close. And then when it comes down to the Duke-Louisville game, Louisville has won bigger games this season. I know Duke beat Clemson, but Clemson isn't that great this year. I think Louisville's a very good team.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go with Oregon. I just really like their jerseys, and I think that's really going to add a benefit on the field. Utah, though, actually, they're a very good defensive team, so I feel like that could do something. But Oregon destroyed Colorado State, what was it, a few weeks ago? Or was it
Colorado?
Colorado.
Week
whatever that was. After that happened, I was in on Oregon. And then I like Duke. Being Clemson, it's not as big as the Louisville games, but, it's a big program, so I feel like that kind of showed something. And their jerseys are also very clean, so I like that as well.
Oh, he likes the jerseys.
Have you seen Louisville's jerseys?
Yeah, but those are just cleaner.
Have you seen Utah's? Utah's are nice too.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Utah's
the
got great
Oregon
helmets.
ones. Do you see the duck on the side?
That's hideous.
I love that.
Really?
What are you talking about,
dude?
I like the throwbacks. Those are sick.
I'd easily rock those.
It looks like a bag of sour cream and onion chips.
It does a little bit, but the duck logo, they have the mascot. It's all going on in Oregon with the jerseys. I'm a fan.
All right, so he's a Jersey guy. He's got his picks. Hannah, what do you think?
I gotta say, I went with Oregon too in the Oregon-Utah one. Also, partially because of the jerseys. I do.
Oh, wow, two people with jerseys.
Are we gonna talk football here or talk fashion?
Dude, if you look good, you play good. That's how it goes.
All right,
yeah,
what do you think?
You gotta feel good. You gotta play good. I just think Oregon. I don't know. I've never been on the Utah train at all. I'm kind of like Utah. What do they do out there?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Oregon with that one. And the Duke, Louisville, I'm also going Louisville. I just feel like, like we said, they've had bigger games. They're just a better overall team, I think. I think it'll be close, but I'm going with
I think that win against Clemson
and Riley Leonard's health is a big question going into that game.
Yeah, true. All right, guys.
Said that kid on the right thinks he's cool with the backwards.
Don't play with him.
He's all about fashion, so apparently this guy, he's got
the hat backwards is just a vibe. It's a different vibe. It's a different spirit all around. Gives you different energy. The hat forward is just too little professional for this.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Right.
I don't think anything about a hat's professional.
No, but the backwards hat is more of like a, you know what, Patrick? This is a fun show. All right. That's a fun vibe, okay?
All right, so Patrick's a fashion hater. We got a fashion person here. Let's go to CFB trivia. Guys, we're going to have 3 questions. You're all going to answer. Who do you think is going to be the best at trivia? Who do you think is going to win? I think you're going to win.
I don't know, man. Big Ten history?
Who has the most touchdown passes in Big Ten history? Go.
Oh, I don't know. Who's like career touchdown passes?
Yeah, who
I
has the
don't know.
most?
I don't know why I'm starting this. I'm gonna go with my guy, Justin Fields of Ohio State.
All right.
Okay.
Ohio State. All right, here we go. Patrick, what do you think?
I'm trying to think of great Big Ten quarterbacks. I don't think it's an Ohio State quarterback. I want to say.
Pick someone that's
Three.
with a cool jersey.
3.
Think of cool
Two.
jerseys.
I can't remember his first name,
One.
but Greasy from Michigan.
Okay.
He was a
Okay.
quarterback in the
Okay.
2000s.
Okay. All right.
I also really don't know, and I was thinking, and I kind of think I'm just gonna hop on the Justin Fields train.
All
real
right.
quick.
So we got Ohio State.
I really trust the backwards hat. It really
All
is
right.
doing something for
Backwards
me.
hat. All right. Let's see. What's the answer?
JT Barrett.
Oh,
okay,
I don't know why I
State.
did
All right.
that.
Well, I mean, at least you guys got the Ohio State, but
Right.
So it's the same
We're-
thing.
we were
I
there.
don't-
We were there.
yeah. So you guys like half a point. All right. Next question. What bowl game is the oldest?
Has to be the Rose Bowl.
Rose Bowl.
I wasn't know what the Rose Bowl.
Rose
was.
Bowl.
Rose Bowl.
All right. Rose Bowl all around. Here we go. Let's see the answer.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Hey. All right.
makes
So we got
sense.
1 point, 1 point, 1 point.
I got one.
All right. This is the tiebreaker. What
Okay.
program has appeared in the most bowl games in a row?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Alabama because my whole life they've like been.
No, they were terrible for a while there in the 2000s.
I feel
I
like
mean,
the
like
whole,
since I've started watching, which was like Derrick Henry and Amari Cooper times, till like probably 2-3 years ago. I'm just going with Alabama.
all right, we got a Bama pick.
Respect the red.
I wanted to
Hint?
say Oklahoma, but I
Oh,
don't think
hint.
they made one last year.
Oh,
Hint, ACC.
ACC.
Oh.
Well, that doesn't look good.
So you're wrong. All right, you have another pick. Let's go ACC.
I don't know. Let them go first.
All right.
Miami. I'm going to go with
Miami.
Miami.
Ooh.
Miami. Oh well, I guess.
All right.
He's the
Florida.
so, in that. If I knew it was ACC.
Yeah, no, you were
Of
picking that.
course.
You whispered that.
Yeah.
Right.
All
I
right,
was gonna
so
go
it was
Florida
a
State,
tie.
Right.
All right,
I was
guys.
very close between Florida State
Now,
and Miami.
Would you rather? All right, here we go. So you're gonna answer these college football questions. Would you rather? All right. First question: Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow in college football? Go, Hannah.
I'm gonna go Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
What, is this even a question? Like, are we talking about like this is a discussion? It's Joe
Yeah.
Burrow by far.
All right.
Listen, I'd rather watch.
It's not even close.
I'd rather watch.
It's
the
not even
Lamar
close.
question.
We
I
won a
like the
national
jerseys
championship.
more, and I think that he just
Oh,
played
the
a lot more fun.
jerseys.
Listen, all right, Joe Burrow's probably a better quarterback
Cool
in
jersey,
college.
by the way.
Hold
I
on,
know that's
though.
what I'm saying. It's cool jersey.
That's Louisville.
Exactly.
You said Dukes was cooler.
I know, but honestly, it's really the helmet that does it for
Right,
me in
right,
that
right,
photo.
right.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
but-
true.
Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
I think Lamar's more fun in college, and I like that.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow definitely was probably better, but he also had Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm gonna go with Lamar because
Wow.
I think he's more fun to
Wow.
watch, but Burrow's
Yeah.
probably better.
And I love Lamar. I hate the disrespect for him. So
Yeah,
I
I
like
know,
him too.
yeah.
Team had 5,000.
He's
5,000
whoa, 5,000
Like,
touchdowns.
are you
Lamar
saying-
Jackson is the man. Lamar Jackson's the man. No, I know.
Yeah,
I think Lamar Jackson.
total. How many did Joe Burrow have?
Sorry.
I don't know, but Lamar won a Heisman, and he looked cooler than Joe Burrow. so
Joe Burrow won a Heisman,
All
won a
right.
national championship.
Next, would you rather? Let's go.
Oh.
The worst, the worst
Okay.
stadiums
The-
ever. The shoe or the big house?
The shoe is. I don't like the shoe.
I'm not a fan of the
I don't
shoe
like
either.
Yeah,
any of them.
no.
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 I
Yeah,
just
but there's
Okay,
something
we
cool
got
about the
stadium
big house. 'cause
expert.
how
imagine
big it
being
is.
like, oh, come into the shoe. Like that's not cool. Like the shoe is like a
Yeah.
cool thing
Who
to be like, oh,
wants to
come
be
into.
in a shoe? It
No.
probably
Yeah.
smells like I don't.
That's for real.
No, big house probably
All right,
smells.
but what are your picks? What's your pick? You have to pick one.
Okay, I'm like a box by the river probably, but I'll go with Michigan.
Michigan.
Michigan, because I think the fans are probably more rowdy at Michigan.
Ooh, Michigan.
I mean, they have the highest capacity, so let's go with Michigan. But like, I don't like either. I mean, I don't want to
Yeah,
look like,
like this is.
they look like there's just a field of corn, which is like on purpose, like the maze out. But like, cool, you're a yellow
And I-
stick in a crowd. Like that's like, cool. No one
Honestly-
is cool. A white
Honestly,
out. That's 10 times
I
better.
hate Ohio State, but I just think that's just like sick, like around. But like, this looks ugly. Like,
I would
I
If
don't
they did
think
it
that,
all the
like-
way around, but it's the horseshoe thing that just
I
is
know,
gross.
but I'm saying
Right.
I think that looks better than this. Like, this is just I don't know. All right, last one. Win a Heisman or win a Natty?
You know what? I'm gonna be a little bit selfish. I'm going with the Heisman because if you win the
Ooh.
Heisman, it means you're individually great.
Sure.
and you're probably getting drafted, make a lot of money. You could win the college football championship, making barely anything, and you might not get drafted. But I want my bag. I'm winning the Heisman. I'm getting
All
drafted.
right, so he's selfish. Hannah.
I'm selfish. Heisman.
She's selfish.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you want to be known for like yourself at the end of the day. Like it's every man for themselves. So I think that's them.
It's a national championship. It's the
I
same
knew
thing.
he was
Okay,
gonna
It's
do
the same
that.
thing with the NFL. Like if you win an MVP, cool, but you didn't get the job done. You want to get the job done, win a national
I'm
championship.
setting myself
That's
up
what you're here
though
for.
for future success. If I win the Heisman, I'm getting paid promotions the rest of my life. I'm getting drafted to the NFL. I can go to the Heisman house and do commercials.
Have a cool
Tim Tebow
jersey.
literally doesn't even play. Did like nothing in the NFL besides like that one
He won
season.
the Steelers playoff game.
Okay, sure. But like, listen,
Whoa.
he's still getting money from those Heisman commercials. I want to be like
Yeah.
a Reggie Bush. I want to be a Tim Tebow. Or you could be like that random third-string linebacker that won the national championship.
Honestly,
Are you referring to
I
Stetson
would probably
Bennett?
pick
Yes.
Yeah.
Heisman
yes.
too. I agree with you. Like I think the flag, it's just such a
Yeah.
cool award to win. I mean, obviously a natty national championship would be
Also,
amazing, but
side note, Caleb Williams, it's a pretty nice suit. I'm just putting that out there. Like, it's my
Gucci's
guy.
kind of chuggy at this point.
is that Gucci or is
It's
that
an
Yeah.
Adidas
Right?
Gucci suit.
Those are both kind of two brands.
and
that
just
I
like
Oh,
it's like,
I see the Gucci.
it's like
Yeah.
kind of old-fashioned, but like with a modern touch to it. Really,
He
really
looks
big
pretty
fan.
good.
Right.
He's a well-dressed chap.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
guys. Now that we got our Would You Rather's out of the way, now we're gonna do such a storyline. Each analyst is gonna go up to the board and they're gonna give their favorite storyline from college football this season. All right. First,
I believe.
I think
I
I'm last.
believe you're last.
Yeah, it's me.
Right.
All right.
All right.
Let's go,
Patrick's
Patrick.
first. Here we go.
So I had to pick this. This has been the biggest story of college football this year. The death of the Pac-12. I mean, so many teams are leaving this offseason. 4 teams are going to the Big Ten. I forget the amount. I think it might be 4 as well are going to the Big 12. And then all of a sudden, the division or the conference is the best conference or most entertaining in college football right now. The pedigree of quarterbacks is probably the best we have seen in the past 10 years out of any conference in college football. These 3 guys are all top Heisman finalists, and they're just playing fun football. It's so much fun to watch any Pac-12 game, whether it be Colorado. I hate talking about them. They're not going to make a bowl game this year, but it's just fun to watch these teams. Oregon State, UCLA, Arizona is playing the best football they possibly have ever played as a franchise or as a team. Washington State is fun. I mean, all these teams are just really fun to watch, and that's why I picked this.
I agree.
Yeah.
I like Washington State too.
They do have a lot of really good jerseys in that conference. I will
Great
say.
jerseys too. I mean,
Yes.
I know I said Oregon's aren't that great. Those specific jerseys that we had on earlier, they do have some great jerseys.
Well, Oregon has, their sponsor, the guy from Nike.
Yeah, I mean, they're sponsored by
gonna
Nike.
get some fresh jerseys each year. All right,
All right.
that's pretty
I like
good.
it. I like it.
All right, so
So it's fun when a conference actually has good quarterbacks and like offense to watch.
They have quarterbacks all
All
over
right,
the board.
all right.
Yeah.
Listen,
no, I agree too.
I know you said you don't want to talk about Colorado, but I think you'll like this. I'm a hater at the end of the day. I love to see someone really hype themselves up and then just fall into flames. And that's what we've seen here. It's a funny storyline to me. I don't think it's that great. I don't think it's that bad. It's just kind of funny to me. I mean, they hype themselves up so much. Oh, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And they're not doing it. They're just not doing it. And they keep trying to beat around the bush. Oh, well, what about this? What about this? No, you're just not good. And it's okay to
You're
admit
just
that.
not good. I like that
And-
quote.
Quote of the day. But I love this storyline. I've loved watching it. I knew it was going to happen. I'm all knowing. So it's been really fun to me. It's silly. That's mine.
My whole thing with Colorado is like everyone's like, yeah, but their offense is so great. USC's is better, and both of them have terrible defenses. But everyone's like, USC is the worst team in college football. But everyone's like, they have a bad defense.
Yeah.
Silly. That's what it is.
All right.
Silly.
All right.
Let's see these picks.
So my whole life, it's been Alabama, and then whoever else is either was Clemson or Georgia, but it's always Alabama and someone else. And before the even season starts, you know who's probably going to be in the college football championship game. But this year, it's anybody's year. It could honestly be when Georgia isn't the powerhouse they were, and then who knows what's going to happen with Michigan as well. So we don't really know. Ohio State is weaker than they have been. So it's really anyone's league. Like anyone could win the national championship this
agree.
year. Biggest storyline.
Air
All right,
Force.
if you had to pick,
Air Force. I'm calling it now.
if you had to pick, who do you see in the championship this year?
I think
Teams.
no, not Air Force. I think
it.
Ohio State. Ohio State's going to get in because
Whoa.
Michigan is going to get in
Bold.
trouble, and Ohio State's just going to get a cakewalk to the finals. And then I'll go with, I think Georgia gets there and they get exposed in the championship game.
Who else is
All right.
making it? Is the Pac-12 making it?
At least one person from the Pac-12.
Really?
Team from
One
the Pac-12.
person, not a team.
Not a
Just
team,
one of
just
them.
one person.
I only
is
care
gonna
about the
make
one guy because I'm an individual player guy.
it.
Right.
And Alabama? Maybe?
No.
Really?
No.
I don't
No.
think. I don't think. They're gonna
Not for me. I think they're just not good, as Hannah said. You're
Just
just
That's
not good.
not good.
Wow.
What?
All
You're
right.
just not good.
Guys, I liked all of your. I think that was really good. I liked all of your picks. But now we're gonna go. So each of the analysts. So the best of the best. Who do you guys think has been the best running back, wide receiver, and QB from college football? Who wants to go first? I think Patrick.
Yeah.
Go first.
So I had to pick
Ooh.
2 LSU people here. I picked Jaden Daniels. I think
Wow.
Michael Penix is my Heisman, but it's because we forget about Jaden Daniels because they have those 2 losses. But let's be honest, those 2 losses they had were not the offense's fault. They have a bad defense, and that's okay. He has 2,573 passing yards, which is only like 3 yards behind Michael Penix Jr. on significantly less attempts, and he has more touchdowns.
Yeah.
And so I just had to put him up there. I think he's probably second in the Heisman right now.
He's fine.
Yeah, because Michael Penix has only won so many games. He's an extremely good quarterback.
Yeah, I love him.
As my receiver, I picked Brian Thomas Jr. I know he's second. He's their second wide receiver, and that's what makes everything he's done so much more impressive. Malik Neighbors is leading the league in receptions, but Brian Thomas Jr. is number 7, I believe,
Yeah.
on the
So because
receptions
he's not
list.
the best receiver on his team, he's the best receiver
Well, he
in college
has the
football.
most touchdowns. He has 11 receptions, which is tied for, I believe,
They're
the
going
most.
ahead.
I think we got some
question.
beef today.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying
it is
like
a little-
most impressive.
Okay.
He has been the most impressive for being the second option, getting 11 touchdowns, which
For
is
not
at the
being as
top
good,
of
he's very
college
good.
football, and having significantly less receptions and having
Like,
still
take a step back.
732 yards is
Mhm.
very impressive. And then Audric Estime has been the most impressive running back in college football. I mean, he's on a pass-first offense, and he's still putting up the numbers that he is. I
Yeah.
mean, putting up on 127 carries, he has 9 touchdowns and 787 yards, which is that's crazy for running back. And just look at the man. That is a physical specimen if we've ever
That
seen
is
one.
a big
Whoa.
man right there. All right. Here we go, Hannah.
Okay.
Wow. We got some haters
I don't.
in the
I
back
don't
here.
listen.
But let's hear it out.
I
Let's
knew,
hear it out.
I
Let's
knew
hear
you
it
were
out.
gonna. I knew you were gonna hate it.
Let's
I'm
hear it
so
out,
sorry.
Hannah.
Okay, listen.
This is bold.
I'm not.
Yo,
I'm
let her
not a
explain. Let her
numbers
explain.
girl.
Let's hear it,
Listen,
Hannah. Go
listen.
ahead.
You heard me. I'm good at this. Okay,
Ooh.
I'm not a numbers girl. At the end of the day, I'm not. I do this based off observation, what I hear, just vibe sometimes. And a quarterback. I had to go with Caleb Williams. I hear that name so much. I know USC. They're having their moments. He's not always like on the point, on the ball, but I think he's a very dynamic player. I think he makes smart decisions at the end of the day, and I think his heart's really in the game. Okay.
You're right. It is so impressive to watch a quarterback throw 3 interceptions in the game off the eye test.
I don't even hate the picks.
What are you laughing at? I've been on your side all day.
Oh, now the beef. Now we got beef. All right.
What are you laughing at?
All right.
Okay, I'm
Whoa.
focused. Okay.
All right, we're done. We're done. We're moving on.
No,
Moving on.
let her finish. Let her finish.
Let her finish. Come on.
I just saw something there I really gotta look at.
All right, give 2 sentences while
okay.
you pick your QB. 2
QB,
sentences.
Caleb Williams. I think he's very dynamic, and I think he's smart, and I think he is not easily worried. I think he can handle pressure.
So we have
I'm
someone
making him
crying.
cry.
You are making him cry. Can we zoom in with the tears?
I can't do it. I can't.
Oh my god.
God.
I am so lost. Anyways, wide receiver. I hated to say it, but I think people are scared of him. Other teams are scared of him. I'm acting like this isn't happening. Running back, another transfer player. They're like a little teammate at this point. They're a little tag team. I really want to know why he's laughing, so I think we should move on.
All right. So
I love it. I love the list.
you know what? Now
Okay.
that you're
Yours.
laughing, let's move to yours.
Let's see what's
No,
so
I
funny.
have like the same people. That's not.
Wait,
Is that what you thought was funny?
No, I don't even know. All right.
All right, we're moving on. We're moving on. Let's go.
All right.
Now we got
This is the most I've ever cried laughing. All right. we got
Power through, Chris. Come on. You can do it.
We got Caleb Williams,
Whoa,
that's
whoa,
the quarterback.
whoa,
Energy.
whoa,
Just like
whoa.
Patrick Mahomes. We have Marvin Harrison Jr. as a receiver.
The next Marvin Harrison.
Exactly.
right.
And then running back, I have who Patrick said, Audric Estime.
Okay.
He's not wearing red, so it doesn't fit with the other guys, but he's still pretty good at football.
The next Doug Martin.
I don't really know, but sure, we go with that. And I like the shiny helmets as well. So that's that. I'm going to try to rip
Bro
away.
is crying.
Wow.
Oh,
This
there's
is
so
a
many,
powerful
though.
moment.
Well, these picks, your picks are so unique. Like, genuinely, like, that was very unique of you, and I
Yeah.
really enjoyed this.
Right.
It's almost like you pulled these together in like 15 seconds.
It's almost like you copied it right off of
Right.
somebody.
I'm
But,
like wondering.
all right,
here.
let's all take a deep breath.
Stop looking at me.
All right,
It's only making it worse. Stop.
Oh my
we're going
gosh.
to go
We got
to
this, guys.
that
It's okay.
clip.
We're a team.
All right, guys. Chandler Sanders and Travis Hunter put up some shots
Ooh.
at the Nuggets game.
I thought this was a
NBA's
football
back.
show.
Let's just watch here. Here we go. Here we go.
Ooh.
Shimmy, little shimmy behind the back. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
There's a reason they play football.
Yeah.
Let's just-
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Colorado's been
Okay.
going down since like week 2, and this might be a new low.
Yeah.
Your star players can't even touch the rim. It's upsetting. Travis Hunter can do offense and defensive football, but definitely cannot do
Yeah, if
basketball.
you lose to Stanford, you shouldn't be.
Right.
You should be in the
Yeah.
gym focusing on beating whoever's ahead of you.
He's
I'm
working-
sorry,
And
he's
it's
they were
working
so
on his
UCLA. It's a top
confident.
25. They got
They
top
were
25
so
opponents
You're
this
like,
week.
I think I can maybe take them even. I think.
Ooh. You know what? Let's do that. After this, we're gonna go out. We're gonna shoot
We're
some
gonna go
hoops.
hooping.
I love how he like does a little shimmy, does a
No,
little
right.
step.
Travis Hunter
does a
is.
little curry.
I've
Ooh.
seen Travis Hunter play
It's
basketball before.
even.
He is good.
You've played with them?
No, I've seen him play
Oh
basketball
yeah, he's
before.
seen him.
Right,
Yeah,
they-
like they like hoop together.
they-
Yeah, like
He is
they
at the IM all the time.
Right.
Are you good?
I'm good.
You're
I'm
so
good.
crying.
No, it's listen.
Are you?
I'm good. The tears are still coming out, but we're good.
It's
Tears of
okay.
joy.
Power
Tears
through.
of joy.
All right, I'm done with this video. This.
Yeah, I don't want to.
All right, so the Arkansas mascot fell on live TV. Ready? Boom. Oh.
This is a
coffee.
bad
All
year
right,
for mascots.
she looks. Oh,
What?
she looks a
what's-
little mad here. Look,
Uh-oh,
ready?
is she?
Her coffee.
Oh, her coffee.
No,
coffee.
I
it's
was
the
upset
phone.
too.
It's the phone on the table that got hit with the coffee. That's
Right.
probably
We
why
can't
she's
look
mad.
at. Oh,
Yeah, I would be
I
upset
mean,
too.
Honestly,
honestly,
the
I
phone-
think.
Look at the phone on the table that gets hit with the coffee. That's definitely why.
Oh.
There you go. I got it. I got it.
Observation.
What do you-
Should
what
bring
did
your
you
phone
trip
on set in the
Hold
first
on.
place.
I mean, you know what? It's
Right,
just how
right,
it is.
right.
Dude,
It's been a very bad year for mascots. Like the Oregon
Yes.
Duck lost his head, and now
that,
this
that
happens.
was so
really
funny.
funny.
Like I saw that video and literally everyone was like, "Whew, this is so bad."
And it
All
was
right,
just an accurate depiction of Arkansas' season.
What did they like? Really? You want to come for Arkansas? That's how low we're going.
W moment of the day. So
She's a snap. from the center this
Rutgers.
week.
Wow, look at Rutgers. We have
Hmm.
they are bowl eligible for the first time since 2014, excluding the COVID year. We had to add that, excluding the COVID year. All right, guys, how do you feel about this?
Rutgers is a fun team. Like they play fun football, and they're great against the spread. They play fun. I enjoy watching them play. They've beaten a lot of teams I didn't think they were going to beat this
Yeah.
year. I can't name
Who-
a
who's-
single player on that team, but I enjoy it.
Who surprised you the most? The team that they beat?
They beat Maryland.
Okay.
I forget the rest.
Honestly, I'm just not a fan of the jersey. It's pretty
Oh, wait.
boring, so it's fine.
Wait, I
They
like
beat
it.
NC
I think it's clean.
Those numbers.
beat
what are
NC
they?
State.
And, like, I'm gonna be honest, it's just a basic white and red.
They
And
beat Virginia Tech.
All right. Oh wait,
They
we have
beat-
fashionista here.
they,
Yeah.
they beat actual teams, which is cool and all.
Virginia Tech.
Um,
Maryland.
yeah, sure. I can take it or leave them. They're fine.
You gotta look good if you're gonna win
Yeah, I
those
know, like,
types of
that's what-
games.
that's
And
what excites me when they're
something
on.
about the numbers.
I
like,
hate
Uncanny
though. I
Valley.
hate something I hate though. Is
The
like
shirt.
the shirts coming out of the bottom like
Yeah.
that. Just like bothers
Like,
me
be
so
a
much.
professional.
I don't know why, but I think it's clean. I like it. It's classy,
And they've been
simple.
bad for so long.
That is
Right,
true.
Yeah.
Rutgers has been the worst team in the Big Ten for 8, 9 years
Yeah.
now. So
Northwestern's pretty bad too.
Northwestern's very bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michigan State's also very bad.
No, but they like
Yeah.
had years where they weren't terrible.
Oh yeah,
Michigan
I'm not.
State's-
Yeah.
Northwestern's had years where they weren't terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up today. We had some tears, we had some laughter, we had a bunch of things. Man, today's show was eventful. So I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Let's go, birds. I'm Carly, and have a great night.
Go Birds.
Let's go, birds.